Staying safe from HIV infections means adopting a comprehensive combination of prevention and promotive strategies, including the use of condoms, accessing testing and treatment services, and observing all the COVID-19 protocols strictly to prevent complications, especially among the vulnerable, such as people living with HIV/AIDS. If there is a moment in the life of the people living with HIV/AIDS to adhere to antiretroviral therapy, it's from now onwards, because of the new public health threats that are likely to emerge even after COVID-19 and its ramifications. The general public and key populations must take all the necessary precautions to remain free of HIV whilst we work harder to find a lasting cure for HIV. Till the latter is achieved, let's maintain the high management record and success through adherence to ART like we have achieved with our response to COVID-19. Mr. Chairman, permit me once again to thank all our gallant health workers for their courage and hard work amidst the COVID-19 pandemic to offer critical services to all our clients, especially people living with tuberculosis and HIV. The health workers, your selfless sacrifices, efforts contributed significantly to the very low death rate, high recovery rate, and overall COVID-19 positive success story that our beloved country has achieved under His Excellency, the President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Let me conclude, ladies and gentlemen, by expressing my appreciation to all our development partners and stakeholders for their unwavering support to the national response in the spirit of global solidarity and shared responsibility. Thank you, and God bless us all. Thank you.
Let me follow best practice, okay? Okay, so thank you very much, Dr. Patrick Kuma Abuaji. He is the Director General of the Ghana Health Service. And he's urging us all to adhere to treatment. So we have heard self-protection, working in partnerships to improving lives and livelihood, and also adherence to treatment. I think these are the three related messages we have heard from the three different speakers. If you live here and we adopt them as part of our lives, I think we can only make this country a better place for all of us. Thank you so much, Dr. Abuaji. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the peak of our event. We would want to receive the launch statement to be delivered by a very familiar face, someone who has been in the thick of affairs since the beginning of the epidemic. Okay. That's good. That's why you have two heads can always be better than one. So please, if you don't consult, even the president has Council of State, the chiefs have their team of advisors. So it's always good to listen to advice. Thank you for the good advice. I can only take this good advice and applying it to this occasion, and therefore would want to invite those who are within the subject, who are the subjects of this event, those who have been infected and have listened to good advice, have adhered to treatment, and they are the survivors to tell the good story of the war against HIV and AIDS. So, who am I talking about? I'm talking about the people who have come together with all the odds against them, with all the stigmatization and the discrimination against them since 1986, when we first identified the first few cases. And I have the pleasure to invite the president of this association, and none other than the newly elected, she just assumed office, less than 2 months ago, she was elected as the first female president of the Network of Association of Persons Living with HIV in this country. So, I'm talking of Madam Elsie Aye. If you stop clapping, you have troubles. Continue clapping. A lot of us have refused to go for tests simply because we want to run away from discrimination, simply because we want to run away from stigmatization. Please come closer. But these people know their HIV status, they've gone for treatment, and they're telling all of us that if you have HIV, it means you can only improve your health and nothing else. Thank you very much, Madam President. On this occasion, the floor is yours. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Cosmas. Best practice. Nana Chairperson, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. We are the network of persons living with HIV, otherwise known as NAPLAS Ghana. And we are committed in our vision to work together with national bodies, civil society, organizations, development partners to ensure that all persons living with HIV in Ghana enjoy the same rights, opportunities, privileges, and responsibilities as everyone else in Ghana without discrimination. We stand today reminding ourselves of the devastating impact of HIV and AIDS that it has made in our lives, in our nation, families, and friends in the past 34 years. We reflect on the road we have walked, we have passed, moving from having no hope to receiving hope and life through antiretroviral treatment. We stand today with all those who stood by us, our numerous stakeholders, to reflect on our combined contributions and commitments to the national response. Our focus as NAPLAS still remains to improve the quality of life of persons living with HIV in all our diversity, and to protect the nation Ghana from further infection through bold advocacy, information sharing, visible leadership, capacity strengthening, and strategic action. We recognize from the latest statistics released by the Ghana AIDS Commission 2019 that though we together with our partners and stakeholders appear to be doing well, we are not on course on meeting our targets and commitments. In 2019, from the reports from GAC, 349,307 PLHIV in total were registered. And of that number, adolescents made up 20,203. 20,068 new infections, as the rep of the Director General of Health also stated, were recorded, of which 2,104 were adolescents, that is 10 to 19 years old. 13,616 AIDS-related deaths were registered in total, of which 843 were adolescents. They hadn't even reached the beginning of their lives as Ghanaians ready to contribute to the growth of their nations. But they were taken away by AIDS. and 38,990 were enrolled on ART, of which 4,338 are adolescents on ART. The results are not much different for young adults who are positive. Nana Chair, despite COVID-19, various interventions have been made and are still being rolled out, targeting PLHIVs in all our diversity. I'll just mention a few. In the Western region, from the activities of the GSI Care Continuum project, in August alone this year, 5,302 people got to know their HIV status. 4,582 of them were initiated on ART. That is an increase of 7% over the previous month, July. 5,586 people were virally suppressed, and they achieved 96% linkage to care. We might think this is high, but according to them, this is even 1% less than what they achieved the previous year, the previous month. The Ghana Health Service differentiated service delivery is slowly but surely gaining ground alongside